Trust that exactly where you are is where you're meant to be. So keep your chin up so your crown doesn't fall. Remember, you're royalty.
Hey family, this is a very spur of the moment live. So I'm going to give a couple of you an opportunity to come in. But as people are coming in, I do want us to have a small little conversation for everybody that will be watching this on replay. All right. I just want you guys to know that every time I make videos like this, videos like anything as it pertains to hair care and the science of hair. I am always only doing this to share, right? To share information with you guys so that way you will be able to pick up on this information as you come in. Give me a 3. You guys are going to get 2 videos from me today. You guys are going to get part 2 to the video that you had yesterday. But before we move ahead, I really want to make sure that we are all 100% on the same page. I need everybody to know and see and understand my intentions. If you can hear me okay, give me a 3, please. If you can hear me okay, give me a 3, and we are going to get started. All right. If you can hear me okay, give me a 3. Perfect. All right, listen, girl. Today, yo, girl, listen, I'm not trying to be super duper cute. I want us to get straight into some of these facts. All right. And once we address these facts, then we can just move straight along into all of the information that I have coming for you guys in this series. But I need you to know, right from the bottom of my heart, even though for some people, that's a little sensitive or whatever, I could be a little much, right? But everything that I ever say only comes from love. And this comment that I am about to read literally puts into perspective every reason that I make these videos. I care nothing about other stuff. Let's get into this. Hey San, I found you over a year ago and I was one of the ones who kept my natural hair washed and braided for 4 years. But when I thought it was time to actually straighten it to see what it looked like, and she said she was crying. All right, a little crying emoji. What a sad day when most of my natural hair was long but dead. I came online to find help, and there you were. Thank you for the tough love and the science of hair. Now, my healthy heat trained hair can lay past my shoulders with a body. It was a shame that me, being a grown woman, didn't know how to do my own hair. Thank you for putting me back on track. You are walking in divine purpose and educating many with the esteem we need when it comes to our hair. Much love and many blessings. If you can relate to this in any way, shape, or form, please give me a 2. This is my only intention, all right? So I want to show you something on this screen. So from me reading this, I need you to know, as you hear the sound of my voice, any video that I make is only to get you past this barrier that you guys are behind. The barrier that you guys are behind is a barrier that has you thinking that you need products and all of this other stuff. Now, I did this little prep for you because this is going to be a touchy subject. Most people in the world, not just the city, the world, love them some Cardi B, right? And not only do you love Cardi B, but even though she has no formal education as it pertains to the human body, the most of the natural community has been taking pointers from her and putting avocado oil in their hair. All right. I'm not attacking anybody. I am going to give you some scientific proof. Okay. Another comment. I remember the first time I saw a video of yours titled "Don't Click If You're Sensitive." I thought this got to be clickbait. What could be triggering in a hair video? Oh, honey, was I wrong? I now understand the title. The truth can hurt. The truth hurts when you're in denial. Hey, but keeping an open mind is the start of learning. I need everybody to have an open mind. Give me a 5 if you have an open mind. Oh, hey, Tanya Boo, how are you? I love you. I feel like I haven't seen or talked to you in forever. I hope that you're doing amazing. I know you're doing amazing, but hey, Boo, how you? How are you? All right. So that is that. Next, we have I love your videos. Thanks so much for educating Black women. The last few years have been madness with the advice from some of these YouTubers and Black women on natural hair. All right, next up, and this is leading us to our very next thing. Auntie, please know that I'm not coming at you. Listen, don't be calling me auntie. Because when you call somebody auntie, you automatically like feel old. Like you can't say sis no more because I'm too old. Girl, I'm only 32 and I look young still. Girl, I ain't your auntie. I'm your sister, girl. All right. But anyway, I started using olive oil or avocado oil to help detangle my dry hair before, oh, excuse me, before I wash it as per your suggestion. Is this considered pre-pooing? I'm just trying to get things right. Voice in my head, stop bothering auntie. My reply, I don't want to be a skittle diddle. Sure. Thanks for the wealth of knowledge. Peace and blessings. I'm so glad that you started here because I had somebody else's granddaughter who it's like, oh, you doing a pre-poo and detangling with oil, it's the same thing. Or Olaplex 3 told me or tells us to wash on dry hair before the shampoo. Listen, the way that people have you guys pre-pooing and the way that you are supposed to use a treatment are two completely different things. Number one, and we're going to get into avocado oil in 1 second. Do not leave. I'm going to explain everything. All right. But as we are getting into this, right, as it pertains to co-washing and pre-pooing and all of that being the same thing, listen, the parallel somebody made was, oh, Olaplex tells you put it in your hair before you shampoo. There is a difference between a treatment and pre-pooing, all right, and oil detangling. When you oil detangle, you're not just taking a whole bunch of oil, putting it in your hair, and then slapping it all over your hair. Absolutely not. You have a purpose. When I detangle my hair with oil, if I need to, it's not an automatic. Remember, your products are tools. Most of you, as soon as you get ready to do your hair, you just grab products and like, I'm automatically putting this in my hair. No, you only use products as you need them. I'm not speaking on any dusty hairstylists you've been to. I'm talking about the best cosmetologist or hairstylist you've ever been to. Think about it in your head. Did they layer a crap load of products on your hair or did they barely use any? The answer is going to be that they barely used any because products do not do hair. You and your proper practices, having the proper practices is what actually does your hair and makes it easier for you to do it. All right. So when we are talking about using like Olaplex 3 being the same thing as pre-poo, it is not the same thing. First things first, a lot of people are like, oh, Olaplex broke my hair off or it didn't work for me. It didn't work for one or two reasons. First reason is because most people don't read and they do not follow directions, and you guys trust and believe the people on YouTube more than you believe the brand that you spent your money with, and you don't follow directions. Olaplex has very clear directions, and it also tells you to only leave it on for a certain amount of time. And most women who use Olaplex decide to sleep in the product or use it 30 minutes longer than the directions tell you to. Second thing, Olaplex is not a protein, it is a bond reconstructor. Okay, so if you leave a bond reconstructor on your hair longer than its allotted time, is going to have adverse effects. It is a molecule. And once a molecule is left within the hair shaft for long periods of time, outside the time frame that the chemist formulated it to be left in, your hair will break and fall out. This is how it goes. And I said lastly, but third thing, as it pertains to Olaplex, a lot of y'all are not going to want to hear this. The first set of women who started using Olaplex were not Black women. Now in 2022, most hairstylists, not hairstylists, YouTubers and stuff like that, now that all of their team natural hacks are failing, are now jumping on the Olaplex bandwagon. But let's not get it twisted for 1 second, all right? For 1 second. I have been using Olaplex since long before any YouTuber was talking about Olaplex. When I was using Olaplex, most YouTubers were like, that's not for Black women. That's only for white girls. You're not supposed to use that. It is not the same thing. You cannot use professional products made by scientists and chemists that work hand in hand with cosmetologists the way that a YouTuber who has no formal education on the science of the human body. You cannot do that, which leads me to avocados, right? Everybody loves avocados, but let's talk about avocado oil real quick. If you use avocado oil in your hair right now in the chat, give me a 5 real quick. I'm drinking some water. Give me a 5 real quick. The noise you guys hear in the background, we have another video that is going to go live today at 6 o'clock. That is going to be part 2. So that's what y'all hear. But I just had to get this out. Like, I just can't. I just had to get it out. But let me know. And I'm not judging you. I'm not going to attack you. If you use coconut oil in your hair, give me a 5. Please give me a 5. Not coconut oil. Lord, I don't like coconut oil either. Avocado oil is the new one we're getting into. Okay. Coconut oil was yesterday. Today, avocado. Give me a 5 if you use it in your hair or if you ever have. Now, as we keep moving along, what makes avocado oil so amazing? Most of you don't know. Most people who started using it like crazy saw a YouTuber or saw Cardi B say, oh, I put this in my hair to grow my hair. And because we're believing who Cardi B presents herself to be to us right now, we refuse to believe anything else. We gonna stick with avocados grew her hair out. So let's talk about avocados. Okay, you eat avocados, you don't put them in your hair. Let's keep it that way. So let's get into it. So the healthiest version or what's in there is oleic acid. This is the thing that is amazing, right? That everybody's going crazy about in avocados. But most people have no idea that oleic acid is what is actually helping their hair grow. I'm using the quotation marks with my fingers, right? Okay, now this is a fat. Oleic acid is 100% a fat. When we're talking about avocados, if you are vegan or if you have a more plant-based diet and you don't really eat meat, if you want to get natural fats within the body, one of the first things that a nutritionist is going to suggest to you is to eat avocados, because avocados are pure fat. All right. Now, this fatty acid helps you to lower inflammation, but this is when we're talking about within the body, right? For your cardiovascular system. All right. Inflammation there. This is still when we're talking about within the body. And it also has a nutrient that does a whole lot to lower your cholesterol and so many different things. But remember, this is when avocados are ingested into the body, not when it's put on the hair. I need everybody to go ahead and screenshot this because I really, really want you guys to go ahead and research this for yourself. First things first, I want you guys to get out of the mind frame thinking that doing your research means, oh, I'm going to go online and watch a couple of YouTube videos. Absolutely not. That is not how you do research. This is how you do research. What I want you to do, screenshot the screen right now. And every time you come to a word that you don't understand, or not even a word that you don't understand, within every sentence, go and research that word. So then you can understand how these pieces go together. If you go ahead and research oleic acid, you are going to see what it actually does in the body. And then you'll be able to figure out why it's causing other reactions. All right. So get into this. It's a fatty acid that naturally occurs in animals and in certain vegetables. All right. And it's odorless and colorless. And this is the thing, it creates a lipid barrier on whatever surface you are using it on. Hear me. Google it right now. Everybody, give me a 5 if you with me. Google it. Google it. It creates a lipid barrier. That's what it's doing. It is not growing anything. When it is applied to the skin or to the hair shaft, it is creating a barrier. All right. It's regulating this barrier that it causes on the skin, a moisture barrier or a skin barrier. Now, everybody is so confused about what moisture actually is. Where is the moisture coming from in the human body? It is coming, hey, from the sebaceous gland. It is where sebum is produced. Stay with me because we about to cut into sebum again. And if you guys do your research the way that I am telling you to, you can figure all of this out yourself. Research oleic acid. Okay, Google that word first. And then after that, I need you to research lipid barrier so you can figure out what does that mean? What does it mean for something to produce a lipid barrier? All right? So research that word, lipid barrier. And then after that, I need you to go ahead and research the different damages that can be caused to a lipid barrier. What happens when the lipid barrier is damaged? Okay. This is consistent. The lipid barrier. What is the lipid barrier? The lipid barrier, listen, on your body is your scalp, right? Your scalp and the epidermis. So remember what I tell you guys, every 28 days, that lipid barrier refreshes itself. So the skin cells on that lipid barrier die off, fall off, and then replenish itself. But guess what? If you are constantly putting avocado oil on the hair, you have an additional barrier, an additional lipid barrier on top of your the skin cells that need to fall off and die off in the first place. All right, let's get into it. So as you keep going, it also creates a type of modulation, and this modulation helps you in your body to fight off certain bacteria, and basically it's a very thick barrier. Keep on doing your research. Take a screenshot of this. You already should have it. And by you having a screenshot of this, you can now research what avocados are actually meant to do. Understand, I am a herbalist. I love herbs and botanicals more than I love people. Please understand that. Love it way more than I love people. I love herbs way more than I love any product that exists on this earth. But that does not mean that you can then begin to play in them, because they are powerful and masterful. And you will do more than make your hair go bald by playing in these herbs. Please understand that. For every woman on YouTube, I don't care how nobody feel. For every person on YouTube that is telling you, oh, you need a herb every day, I bet money they sell herbs. I bet money the people who teaching you that you need to use a herb in your hair every day or every week, I bet money you can buy the herbs from them. Give me a 2 if I'm wrong. Anyway, all right, oleic acid promotes blockage that causes blackheads, whiteheads, and acne. Listen, Google it yourself. Screenshot. Screenshot this, look it up on Wikipedia in a scientific lab. One of the first things that we begin to study when we break down, when we break down avocados, we're not pressed about those first couple of things, what it does on just it in a cute way. Oh, what does it do for the hair? It makes hair grow when you put it on there. No, a scientist is going to break down every piece of a botanical, a herb, a food, and see exactly why. Why is it causing growth? Avocados have nothing in its formation, right? In the formulation, when applied to the skin or when applied to the hair shaft that causes hair growth. No, it is not causing hair growth. What avocados are doing is helping you retain length by causing a lipid barrier to be coating the hair shaft. And by this lipid barrier coating the hair shaft, it acts as something that is actually going to help you retain length because you have a strong fat lipid barrier coating the hair shaft. That is what oleic acid is. This is a scientific fact. And in a scientific lab, all right, whenever we go to study the effects of oleic acid and what it does, and when you go to study it, that's one of the pros. The only pro as it pertains to hair is keeping it away from the scalp about a half an inch or more from the scalp, and then it will retain length. But if it is on the scalp, listen to me, it slows down sebum production. This is a scientific fact. Some scientists have suggested that sebum production with oleic acid is drier, firmer, and therefore it promotes blockage within the follicle, such as blackheads and whiteheads. Y'all, this is the scientific information that is out here. So most women who use avocados in their hair, yeah, they experience hair growth, but they also have a whole lot of problems within the scalp. And this is something that y'all need to understand. The women that are teaching y'all to put stuff in their hair, you guys do not know. They don't know. So it's like the blind leading the blind. They don't know what the hell they talking about. They just pulling stuff out their butt, and you pulling your hand out and putting the stuff that they just pulled out of their butt in your hair. Come on. Like, this is fact. I have nothing to make up. Give me a tool if I'm bothering you or if I'm making you feel away. Oleic acid promotes blockage that causes blackheads. Do y'all understand that the same skin that is on your face is the same skin that is on your scalp? Now, in reverse, if you are a person who has really oily skin, and there is a chemist who has produced a product that has avocado in it, this is something that a dermatologist would recommend to somebody who has a overly active sebaceous gland, but for a facial product. And they're not putting the actual avocado in their head. They're taking a machine and they're putting this avocado inside of a machine that has the capabilities to accept a certain mathematical equation, and it knows exactly how much of what property of this plant to extract. Come on. Like, I really need y'all to get into it for me. I'm gonna get into some of y'all comments before we keep moving on. I missed you more. Oh my God, thank you, Tanya. I love you. My dear, I missed you. And you come back and spoil me with money. Great channel. Thank you for being here. So sorry, I follow a few that don't sell or just misinformed, I guess. All right. About to move on in a minute. I just don't want y'all to feel like I'm ignoring you. Let's get these thumbs up. Y'all better, yeah, for real. Like for free 99. Curry hair concoction, mayo, castor oil. But listen, if I'm look, I eat avocados and smoothies. Yes, I never thought about putting it in my hair, no matter how much tequila. Listen to me. Listen, I eat avocados on a regular basis. Me and my family just finished leftovers from dinner I made with these avocado egg rolls. I love them. I was recommended by my dermatologist to do that because I have really oily skin. Listen, you guys, there is a vlog that's coming either tomorrow or the next day that will have one of my favorite skincare products in it. And it has some of the omegas, not the same exact piece of avocado oil or avocados that you guys can get at the grocery store or the avocados that you put in your tacos. Like, no, but really used by a chemist, not somebody who went to school and for a minute and hasn't been in the field. They just playing around teaching y'all the stuff that they read in books with no application. No, real life chemists, they understand that they add oleic acid or avocado oil, the properties of it that contain the oleic acid, and they use that to slow down sebum production in your face. I am not making this up. I'm not. I'm not. Okay. And I have a very active sebaceous gland. Promise to God, the video that you guys are getting tomorrow, like I said, or the next day, is going to show you exactly what I mean. Exactly what I mean. It slows down sebum production. So if you are a woman who notices that you have super dry scalp and you've been using avocado oil in your hair at any point in time, now you know why you don't have no sebum in your scalp. It's just that simple. Yes, break it down, sis. I'm with you. Look, let's get into it. Like, I'm not making this up. You can go and research this on your own. Send out. This is really super eye-opening. And listen, I don't know how else to talk. I'm just super duper passionate about this. I've been a licensed cosmetologist and scientist for 17 years, and I've been saying the same stuff for years. So no, it's not necessarily gonna come out like this. Hi guys. Stop putting that stuff in your hair. It's not smart. It's not going to come out like that. I'm just being real. Okay. I'm just being real. I'm glad I found you because she almost got me with that concoction. And don't hear me out when I say this. And I'm sorry if it makes you feel away. As Black women, I really need y'all to start using y'all brain. First of all, I'm older than Cardi B and I'm 32. Cardi B was a stripper. And I'm not trying to say, oh, if you're a stripper, you don't have any knowledge. I'm not saying that. I just want you to think about the people that you're following. She was a dancer that made most of her money finessing dudes, robbing them while they drugged and drunk. And now the whole world, y'all gonna follow her as it pertains to what to do to your hair. Like it's the craziest stuff in the world. The craziest stuff in the world. All right. I need y'all to start using y'all brain. You're not lying. Chemistry works differently. Hey, consumption versus topical. Listen, it's completely different. They're two completely different things. The way that your body absorbs different botanicals and stuff like that when you ingest it is a completely different way than it is absorbed on the scalp. And I can prove it to you. I'm sorry. Does your scalp have the same digestive system that your stomach does? Absolutely not. And the only way that a lot of these botanicals and stuff, that a lot of these YouTubers that don't have any type of education, a lot of the stuff that they toting are the things that the avocado and all of these different things produce after they're broken down by the digestive system. Your body is so powerful that it knows how to take a avocado and pull out every piece of nutrients that it needs, sending it to each part of the body that needs it and getting rid of everything else that the body doesn't need. But what do you think it's doing on the scalp? Because your scalp has no digestive system. If you are not allergic, just eat it. It makes no freaking sense. Like, come on. And the thing that is the most frustrating is instead of you just listening, you want to argue and fight the people who are trying to help you. Anybody who says anything different than what somebody that's dumb that don't know shit just said, they a hater. It's crazy. It's freaking crazy. All right. Stop putting that shit in your hair, man. Listen, what can I put in my hair then? Unicorn juice, jokes aside, I get why people have put food in their hair, but you need to figure out what is wrong with your hair. For you to figure, like, the problem that most Black women have is you don't want to have accountability. I'm not talking about you. And this is the last one we're going to do before I finish these slides. And then we got to go so I can make the thumbnail for the video that's coming at 6. Don't get mad at me. I'm not looking at the screen, so I'm not even talking about you. The number one issue that Black women have is accountability. Instead of a Black woman deciding, okay, let me sit down and make a plan for my hair, you want somebody to get on the computer and tell you, just do this, go buy this product, put it in your hair, boom, you good. It don't work like that. It does not. Even the new conditioner that's going around by one of y'all favorite YouTubers, I'm not going to talk about it. Her product is making y'all hair feel good instantly because it is putting on a lipid barrier. A lipid barrier. Most Black women are like, oh, I don't want to use this shampoo because it strips my hair. What does that even mean? What does that mean? Your hair is supposed to be stripped. There's not supposed to be anything on the hair shaft except for sebum. Anything else layered on the hair shaft is a lipid barrier that will stop the sebum from absorbing into the cortex. And that's what your hair needs to be strong. Period, point blank. Regardless of who wants to argue about it, where, when, and how, that is how the hair shaft works. Period. Period. All right. Hey, the best thing to put on your hair is a fucking comb and brush. Excuse my French. Every Black woman listening to the sound of my voice, leave your feelings at the door. If you are easily offended, baby girl, my channel is not for you. I'm not going to change one thing about myself to make anybody feel comfortable, because we will not get results the soft way. We've been doing it the soft way. That shit don't work. All right. If we get right to it, right? What is the difference? This is not a rhetorical question. I need everybody to list it in the comments. Use your mind, forget your emotions. What is the difference between Black women and other races of women with hair today? But what is the one thing that give me two things. What are two things that Black women refuse to do that other races of women with hair today but do on a daily basis? Or at least every 2 days? I'm gonna give y'all a minute. I'm gonna give you a minute. Two things. Think about it. Somebody's typing already. I'm gonna go ahead and say it so we can wrap up. Combing their hair on a regular basis and shampooing their scalp and keeping their scalp clean. Period. Every woman that I do business with in any way, shape, or form, when they start combing their hair and washing it, their hair grows and their scalp conditions are gone. Period, point blank. There's nothing else to talk about. Nothing else to talk about. That is the only difference between Black women and other women. Black women are freaking lazy. If you don't fit into this category, I'm not talking to you. I sat behind a chair for 15 years. I stood behind the chair from the time I was 19 until whatever 17 years after that. Praise God. So this is the thing. Almost every woman that would sit in my chair that had a problem or that irritated me would be coming to me, and I'm the first person that's touched their hair with a comb or a brush in 6 months. I don't care who feels a way about what I am saying, because this was my reality for 15 years. For 15 years, I did hair almost 5 to 6 days a week. And if I have 10 clients in a day, only 2 of them have combed their hair within the last 3-4 months. Get into it. Like, if Black women do not have accountability, we will not get anywhere. We won't. We will not. Black women, you have to hold yourself accountable. Y'all do not want to wash your hair. Y'all don't want to comb your hair. You don't. And if you do, you're scared to. And one of the main reasons that you don't want to comb it is because it's a lot of work. Guess what? So much is given, much is required. The curlier your hair is, the more softer to softer linkages you have within the disulfide bond. If your hair is bone straight, you barely have any softer to softer linkages. To much is given, much is required. You have more, so you have to do more. You need to set up a pattern. Think about it. Women with hair today but are shampooing, blow drying, and flat ironing their hair every day or once every other day. And you complaining that you got to do it every 2 weeks, once a month. Come on, y'all. I'm sorry if it make you feel away. I'm sorry if it's too raw for you. I told you already. Like, we're not going to get anywhere. We won't get anywhere if y'all do not hold yourselves accountable. Like, period. I'm sorry. I love y'all so much. I'm not trying to disrespect you. I'm not trying to make you feel away. If it's making you feel away, it's because there's something that you need to change. A trigger can't be ignited if you are not in a position to be triggered. There's something that you have to do. Your body needs more from you. All right. I comb my hair every morning and brush it at night. I put on the scalp serum after my wash. Listen. Listen, I won't. I promise. I don't know how. I'm 32. This how it's gonna be. You feel me? This how it's gonna be. You feel me? Wash their hair and brush. That's hey, y'all all got it. Washing their hair and brush and comb it. That is literally the only difference. Do you listen? The only difference between a black woman and with who hair won't grow and a woman of another race with hair to their ass is the black woman only washing her hair once every couple of months, and this girl is washing her hair every couple days. Then black women let it be like, but Indian women put herbs on their hair too. And you know what they do when they get done putting them herbs on it? They wash their hair. They don't leave it on 3 months. They wash it off. And then they comb in their hair in the morning and at night to pull the sebum down the hair shaft. That's why their hair is strong enough that it doesn't break. Everybody's hair grows. But black women have practices that prevent their bodies from doing what it's supposed to do. Oleic acid promotes blockage in the follicle and on the cuticle. That's why you can retain length, but your scalp is dry. That's why. Listen, listen. I'm glad everybody got it. Like comb your hair, dog. Like comb it, bro. Comb your hair, dog. Like comb it, dog. Comb it. Comb it. Clean their hair and scalp. Listen, it, just comb it. And this is the thing. For whatever reason, we believe that a dirty scalp is going to be healthy. But what would happen if you kept them dirty ass teeth? What would happen if you only co-washed your teeth? What would happen to that? What would happen if you start co-washing that ass? What would happen to that? What is happening? You guys, it's not different skin. Look, it's not different skin. I love you so much. It's not different skin. Yes. Oh my God. Look, I hate co-washing so much. And I don't like pre-pooing either. I don't care who feel away about pre-pooing. It's some stupid shit. And women, cosmetologists have been out here, hairstylists have been out here for hundreds of years. Hundreds of years. And pre-pooing is stupid as hell. Pre-pooing your hair is like completely covering your body in baby oil before you get in the shower. What are you doing? Are you going to get any cleaner shampooing your hair with that? And then why are you so hell bent on locking in moisture that your body is constantly producing every day? Y'all, like, y'all, like, what are we doing? Co-washing your hair is like getting in the shower with nothing but lotion, just taking some Jergens, and you been funky all day. You just been funky all day, walking around, building houses and shit, cleaning up, washing the toilet, and you like, oh, I stink. Let me get some Jergens or some hot water. Oh, that's what you're doing. It's no different. That's why y'all hair is still broke off. That's why when somebody who has been natural for years and years and years and years, once they finally straighten their hair, all of their hair, they instantly get heat damage. It has nothing to do with the person who did their hair and nothing to do with the flat iron, but everything to do with all of this product that you've only been co-washing off of your hair. Then you guys are like, oh, I don't want to use sulfates in shampoo or clarifiers because my hair feels stripped. First of all, you won't meet a real scientist slash cosmetologist that tells you that your hair is supposed to feel silky after it's been shampooed. If your hair feels silky and slimy once it's done being shampooed, there is something wrong. What you guys are calling the feeling of your hair being stripped is not your hair being stripped. That is how hair actually feels, guys. Or you are feeling all of the microscopic tears that you now have in your hair from your coconut oil, from your apple cider vinegar rinses, and all of these other homemade products that you're putting in your hair. Come on. What are we doing? Like, we are completely dismissing common sense. Like, was that because they were wearing weaves? No. Listen, I have a weave in my hair right now. Why right now? Again, this is Black women's insecurity. I'm not calling you insecure. Do y'all understand every race of woman walking the face of this earth wears weaves and extensions? Y'all know how everybody want to do tape ins and micro links and all of that shit now? That's what white women have been wearing. They've been wearing hair extensions just as long as we have. They just weren't doing weaves. Why? Because they don't try to beat the natural science of hair like Black women do. White women understand that they cannot really wear, or it's not the best option for them to wear a weave. A weave is when your hair is braided up and then extensions or extra hair is added to your hair that has already been braided up. So they understand, hey, I have to shampoo my hair every day or every 2 days. I can't wear a weave. But Black women can, because they can go longer without shampooing their hair. So white women get hair extensions. Hair extensions and weaves are two completely different things. Okay, please understand it. Hair extensions is something that you do and you still leave some of your hair out, so you still have the ability to wash your hair on a regular basis. It is not, there's nothing wrong with Black women getting weaves. It is a great protective style. You know why? I'm never touching my hair, ever. A woman who wears a weave all the time and is doing it correctly has healthier hair than a woman who's doing wash and goes every other day. And that's a fact, because she has little to no manual manipulation. And if it was put in properly, and if she doesn't leave it in too long, baby, her hair is healthier than every natural that you've ever seen. Because these naturals doing twist outs every day. They combing their hair while it's wet. They sitting and sleeping in conditioner. They putting apple cider vinegar in their hair. A woman who wears a weave, a closure, and everything has healthier hair than a woman who does wash and goes. Period. The only problem that a woman who wears a weave has is if she A, keeps it in too long, B, doesn't have it properly installed, or C, has it in too tight or done by somebody who don't know what they're doing, and it makes them it makes them develop different forms of alopecia. But there is nothing wrong with wearing a weave. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Every race walking the face of this earth wears weaves. Like I said, tape in extensions. Black women are just now doing tape in extensions. White women have been doing, or women of other races have been doing tape in extensions since before I graduated cosmetology school. What? Like, we are late to everything. We don't even have to wash our hair as often, but you do too much. The woman who has more walks around like she's the one in the most lack, and that's why Black women can't get nowhere. Because you walking around looking for the phone, and the phone is attached to your ear. You are the standard, ma'am. Everything that your body needs, you already have. A woman of who has naturally straight hair, a Caucasian woman, or an Asian woman, anybody who has naturally straight hair, they're washing their hair every day so lice won't come. They don't get lice because they're nasty. Absolutely not. They have lice because the sebum that is coming out of your scalp is so goddamn powerful that it can fuel an embryo. You know, the fluid that's in your stomach when you produce a baby, that is the fluid. Sebum is fluid that a pregnant lice, right? It will go onto hair that sebum is on because it can smell it, right? And it'll go and lay its eggs there, not because they're nasty, but because a woman who has naturally straight hair has hair that is covered in sebum, and that pregnant lice can smell it and is going to go and lay the eggs there because that lice has so many different I was going to say bacterias, but no, different herbs, and oh my god, I can't talk right now, different botanicals and stuff like that that you need in the body, right? So in that case, it is a powerhouse of nutrients. So listen to me. If if a lice that is pregnant is going to lay her eggs on hair that has sebum, because that sebum is powerful enough to produce life, what the hell do you think it's going to do to your hair? And that thing, one thing right there, will tell you exactly why Black women cannot retain length, because sebum, which is powerful enough to help a lice a lice that is just the embryo go from a lice, just an embryo, to fully grown. Sebum is powerful enough to do that. I think that explains why women who comb their hair on a regular basis, allowing their hair shaft to be coated with sebum, have longer hair. And because you guys are so focused on your natural sebum behaving like products that y'all are buying from the grocery store, you don't understand. The sebum that's coming out of your scalp is microscopic and it cannot touch the hair shaft because y'all won't stop listening to Cardi B and everybody else that's telling you to use rice water, lip pickle, nipple juice, and everything. Like, it's very simple. The science is so freaking simple. Oops, I mean the lazy way, not the listen. The lazy way gets everybody exactly in the place that they are in right now. All right. The truth hurts. I know it does, but listen, as black people, we done been through enough shit for our skin to be a lot tougher than it is right now. The stuff that black people, black women have been through, the shit that we going through as a unit in the world today, Craig, y'all are strong enough and tough enough to take me talking to you like this. Come on, y'all are not soft. And if you are, this is not the place for you. We should be woman enough to have these conversations. Think about this stuff. I'm not toting nothing. Like, I keep this on the screen. I want you to go Google this. Oleic acid. What does it do? It creates a barrier over the hair shaft and over the cuticle. This is why. Glad somebody's saying it, because these funky scalps ain't it. And think about it. Back in the day, there was not this much inflammation. All of this stuff that y'all toting, y'all listening to YouTubers, y'all don't understand that they all are the same infections. Seborrheic dermatitis is an overproduction of sebum, an overproduction of oil in the scalp. And most people, when you have seborrheic dermatitis, it looks like dry scalp. It looks like dry scalp because instead of your cells dying off every 28 days, they dying off every 2 to 3 days, your body is trying to treat your infection. Your body is trying to release some more of that oil that is producing too much of. And you know what you doing? You taking your ass to the fucking Walmart and going getting more oil and putting oil on your scalp that's producing too much of it. And then you wondering why every time you wash your hair or on a regular basis, when your hair touches, it hurts to the touch. You got red and flaky scalp, you balding, your hair is thinning out. It's because you keep putting oil on a bowl that is full. What would happen if you keep filling a cup that is already full? What's gonna happen? What is gonna happen is going to overflow. What? Come on, y'all. The science. Pay attention to the science and put your big girl panties on. Like, y'all, like, I do care. I do, because I love, look, oh, I love black women so much. Oh, y'all is sexy. It ain't nobody like you. Oh, nobody like you on this earth. Who? Who? Do you realize how powerful you are, to the point that there are people who make millions and millions of dollars creating lotion that women can put on to resemble your skin? And you constantly trying to change yourself? Instead of you learning your science, you trying to figure out different stuff to put on your hair to become different when you are the standard? Come on. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Have I heard about Green Beauty? Yes, I've heard about Green Beauty. And Green Beauty is another one. She's really nice, but she is more so on the chemistry side of things, but doesn't know anything about application. Think about it. Green Beauty started a lot of the shit that y'all follow now. She taught y'all how to pre-poo at first, and then she made videos years later telling you not to. Like, y'all, we ain't even going there. Listen, I don't, girl, look, girl, with the bullshit, okay? With the bullshit. I love y'all, but nah. I watch a few and do none of this. Sin is the only one who causes me to take action. And you know why? I'm not being disrespectful. If somebody panties get in a bunch, it is. The reason that they don't give you any of this is because they don't know it. The women that y'all have been listening to on YouTube have been playing in hair. That is why y'all favorite one that just brought up a new product, she just now going to fucking cosmetology school. Just now. After she told everybody not to. Like, listen, the reason that nobody else is toting it because nobody else knows. Nobody else knows. They're all playing in hair. They've been playing in hair. I haven't changed one little ding dong. Not one. They've all been playing in hair this entire time. That's why. That's why. It's really simple. Like women believe that not washing their hair is gonna make it grow, but you won't believe that not washing your ass is gonna make it fresh. It's the craziest shit I've ever seen in my life, dog. Like food goes in the tummy on your hair, and at the price of of these avocados, listen, girl, I girl, 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 yes. This she's talking about, or he, I'm sorry, talking about as it pertains. They're like, oh, when you use a shampoo, my hair feels stripped. No, y'all are just so used to not washing y'all hair that y'all don't fucking know what clean hair feels like. Ain't this some shit? Y'all go so long without washing your hair that y'all think that clean hair is stripped hair. Give me a 2 right now. Have you ever been to a good, I'm not talking about the dusty ones who following YouTube. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the ones like me. Think about every good cosmetologist you've ever been to. Think about it. Did she layer products on your hair, or do she spray some leave-in conditioner on, blow dry your hair, flat, put you under the dryer so your scalp can dry, spray on heat protecting as she flat irons, wraps your hair up, put some serum on it, send you out? Do she put 5 or 6 layers on your hair before she blow dry it? Hell no. Why is it that the people who know nothing about the science of the hair are the ones using a bunch of product, but people who've spent thousands upon thousands of dollars on their education are the ones who barely using product? I just have a question. It's a question. And the thing is, I'm not using science to back up my claims. I'm not claiming anything. I'm telling you science. What, I'm not claiming anything. And that's something I don't want to be put in this category with everybody else. They're like, look at what I made up. I have an idea. These are not freaking ideas. What you are looking at on the screen right there on oleic acid, if you actually go and search scientific journals, not YouTube. When you go on Google, everything that you're seeing on Google is made by some chick that learned how to make a blog. That's not a scientific study. That's why I just taught you guys how to break down things and study them. All right. Uh-oh. Here we go. Real talk. I just sleep. I just seen a Caucasian sister wearing feet in braids. What is the problem? I'm not saying that you think it's a problem. What is the problem? Why can't a white girl wear braids when black women have been wearing Peruvian, Malaysian, Brazilian, Malaysian, Indian hair? Like, what the fuck? Like, what is the problem? White girl feed in some fucking braids. Like, who cares? Who cares? It's not like a black dude gonna be like, you know what? She got some feed in braids, and she got feed in braids too. I like the white girl feed in braids better than the black girl feed in braids. Like, who cares? And old girl is really making people pay $32 for that homemade conditioner. Y'all are paying for groceries. Go to the store. Listen. You said it. I didn't say it. I ain't say nothing. Girl, I ain't said shit. I ain't said nothing, nigga. Y'all ain't gonna be. I ain't said nothing, dog. That's another reason why they can get away with the braidless extensions, tape ins, micro links. Can't listen. They can't keep listen. Stop it. It's not new. Tape ins have been around forever. White girls have been doing tape ins, micro links, and all of that stuff. Black women do weaves because black women can go longer washing their hair and they can get weaves. They can get their hair braided up versus a woman with naturally straight hair. Her scalp is going to get inflamed way faster, so she needs to do extensions. It's just as simple as that. But instead of black women doing their research, they see something on YouTube, it got a bunch of views, a bunch of likes, their followers, they cute, so you do it with no questions asked. It is not new. They're not new. They've been out for years. Yes, that's how lights comes. Do your research. Go do your research. Black women who white people or anybody who gets lights, they are not nasty. They are not. They're not. The sebum being produced in your follicle is that powerful. It really is. It's really powerful enough to fuel an embryo. That's why white women or people with naturally straight hair, if they don't wash their hair, they get lice. It is not because they're nasty. I can't talk. It's because the sebum that is being produced on the inside of the body is that magnificent and powerful that it is able to produce life. That's why. Not because they're nasty. It is the exact opposite. And the reason that black women cannot retain length is because that powerful substance that can produce and sustain life can't reach the cortex. The moisture that all these YouTubers keep telling you the hair needs is absorbed by the cortex, and that is through sebum. If it can create life, why do you think that it's not powerful enough to make your hair strong? Like, get into it. Everybody do this. Go research sebum. What is sebum? What does sebum do to the body? What does sebum do to the hair shaft? Go research it for yourself. And then you tell me what's going to be better. What will be a better financial investment for you? You to go get a product or oil to put on your hair or some herbs to put on your hair, or you to make sure that your sebum production is good and that your hair is styled or stretched in a way that allows the sebum to get from the scalp down the hair shaft. You tell me which one is better. You tell me. This is common freaking sense. Common sense. But the people y'all be following can't tell you that because they don't know shit about the science of hair. They've been playing. Playing. What's better, wash slash brush and comb daily or protective style? Either one. It doesn't have. I don't know you, so I don't know what's best for you. You have to figure out what's best for you. What is your sebum level? Do you sweat a lot in your scalp? Is your hair really oily? These are things that is going to determine what styles are best for you. You need to learn your hair science. That's why I'm constantly making these scientific videos so you can learn the science of your body so you can figure out which style is for you. Every style is not for you. Every style is not for you. For example, I have a very, very high sebum level, meaning my face and my scalp is extremely oily, and I have a very, very active sweat gland. What does that mean? That means that after I shampoo my hair, that I give it like 3 days before my hair looks like it's 2 weeks old because I have so much freaking oil coming from my scalp when I'm sleeping and I'm laying flat. By the time I wake up, my hair is saturated in the oil that's coming out of my scalp. Second thing, I have a very high and active sweat gland, right? So by me having an active sweat gland, I sweat in my sleep. When I am sleeping and I wake up, my face is wet. My scalp is soaking wet. What does that mean? A silk press is not for me. Why do y'all think, even though I'm good at it, y'all won't see it on my hair? Because I would literally just be doing it for YouTube videos and I don't do that. So I cannot do silk presses. I, based on my science, have to pick styles that match my body science. That is what I'm trying to teach you guys. All right? Give me a 2 if that makes sense. Yes, thank you for sharing that, babe. I love a smart woman. Oh, with your little smart, sexy self, girl. Mackenzie with your smart ass squirrel. Ooh. I don't know what a laser natural was until I started watching YouTube. I greased my scalp like my mom had done, but I've always combed my hair. A lazy natural is another way for a black woman to make an excuse for her not wanting to do her damn hair. Like nothing. That's like, oh, I'm a lazy ass washer. I only stand in the shower underwater. I don't use no soap. I'm a lazy ass washer. Like it's stupid. No problem, babe. Wouldn't combing your hair every day cause breakage to your ends? Absolutely. You guys, the bundles that you buy are cut off of the head of a woman who combs her hair every day. So you answer that question. The only time combing your hair causes breakage is when you're combing your hair when it's in its weakest state, when it's not stretched properly, so it's still tangled and you gotta like rake through it, or if it's wet, because your hair is weakest when it's wet. If your hair is stretched properly, combing your hair is not a big deal. Again, it's a myth. Every myth can be canceled when you look at people who do the thing that you saying damages hair and they hair to their ass. Women who comb their hair every day have hair to their ass. When I was doing silk presses, when I was standing behind a chair, all of my clients, I do a silk press on them and they will go 2 to 3 weeks without washing their hair again. I recommend 2 weeks, but whatever. They were combing their hair every day, twice a day. They comb their hair in the morning when they unwrap it from their scarf, and then they go on about the rest of the day, and then they comb their hair again when they wrap it back up, and they still got hair to their butt. What are we talking about? I'm not being disrespectful. I want to stop it with this team natural stuff. It makes no sense. The women that you guys buy bundles from comb their hair at least twice a day. A woman who wears a silk press or a relaxer is combing her hair at least twice a day. If combing your hair made your hair break off and fall out, none of the women who y'all buy bundles from would have hair. It makes no sense. Make it make sense. Stop it. No. And I'm talking like this because every time y'all hear this or every time you get ready to repeat it, I want you to feel exactly how you feel right now hearing me say it. That is stupid. I'm sorry. I love you, but it's dumb. I love you so much, but it's dumb. Is it harmful to do a twist out every day if you're not wetting? Listen, I love y'all so much. The video that's coming today is going to be talking about that. Y'all not going to want to hear this. A twist out is not a freaking hairstyle. It's not. How hard is it for you to comb your hair every day when you do a twist out? Most women who do twist outs don't even want to comb their hair. They're like, I don't want to. It's going to mess up my curls. They're so pretty. But the average person is losing anywhere between 50 to 150 strands a day. A twist out is a vanity metric. I put a twist out on wash and go in the same category as I put ponytails and twisties. It's something that should be done once every blue moon. It's for a vanity metrics. It's cute. But the reason that most of y'all can't retain length is because you think that doing your hair equals washing it and putting some twist in it and sitting under the dryer. And it's not. The average person has 100,000 follicles on their scalp, and each follicle has anywhere between 1 to 4 strands. That means the average human being has anywhere between 100,000 and 400,000 strands of hair on their head. You doing a twist out is not properly stretching your hair enough for you to be able to comb it in a way that doesn't damage your hair. Because even with you doing your twist outs, I'm gonna ask you, is it easy for you to comb your hair every day? Is it easy? Is it easy for you to style your hair on a regular basis, or are you constantly every time you get up in the morning, do you have to restyle it, untwist it, put more product on? Like it's listen, 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 listen. I think I have scalp psoriasis because my scalp is flaking badly and bleeding. You have scalp inflammation. You need to go see a dermatologist. What? Okay, let me say this. What? And please come back. Like, I need you to answer this question because I can't help you if you don't tell me. I really cannot help you. What are your patterns? Be honest. What are your patterns? If you are having bleeding, flaking, anything, there is a bacteria infection within the follicle that you are causing. I need to know what you've done. That's not normal. That's a bacteria infection. What have you done? I'm going to have a video on scientific brushing. If you guys want details like this, I love y'all so much, but you are going to have to join my 7-day challenge. In the 7-day challenge, I break everything down. I tell you exactly how to do everything that I'm telling you that you need to do. And it's only $35. You have lifetime access to the course. You have lifetime access to the group to ask questions and to talk to hundreds of other women who are going through the same stuff that you're going through. But I can't just give the information freely here. But my 7-day challenge, only $35. It will answer all of your questions and give you a step-by-step. Are DHT blockers like DHT shampoo and conditioners good? They're fine, but just use them as directed. Don't put the conditioner on the scalp unless the product directs you to, because in that case the chemist made the molecule small enough to get into the follicle without blocking it. But follow it as directed, because yes, there are DHT blockers, and that's how I want y'all to use products. Use products for a purpose. Use products to actually do something, to actually cure a problem, to get to a solution, not just to use them just to use them. So yes, DHT blocking is amazing. Why? Because DHT blocking DHT attacks the follicle and it causes you to start losing hair. But if you can start ingesting things that block DHT, then it's completely different. That's something that I teach within Guru VIP. Again, I can't go deep into that because in Guru VIP, they know exactly what to do, what to make, what to eat to block DHT. So if you want to get into that, join Guru VIP, baby. Yeah. Someone told me that their white dermatologist didn't understand black hair for saying their braids are causing their alopecia because black people have been doing braids forever. Girl, listen, and that is black women's problem. Your problem is you think that you know more, even though you don't know shit. Even though you have no freaking idea what the hell is going on, you don't know how to grow your hair, you don't know how to make the inflammation stop, you don't know shit. You still know more than the white doctor because he white. He don't know nothing. Do y'all hear how stupid y'all sound? Do y'all understand there is no difference? The only difference between black hair and other races of hair is the way that sebum and different things can travel down the hair shaft. That is the only difference. Your scalp operates the same way that a white woman's scalp does. It's stupid. And he's right. Protective styles have not been protective for y'all for a really long time. Give me a 2 if you've seen me wear my hair in braids or anything more than like 2 or 3 times. Those are not protective styles. Crochets, those are not protective styles. Weaves, I used to preach that to my clients all the time. Like, don't have your weave in. Don't get a weave and then take it out and put another one back in. But that's all black women do. Most black women that wear weaves haven't been without one in 5, 6, 7, 8 years. So that's black women's one of y'all main problems. There have been people out here to help y'all. Y'all, I ain't listening to him about my hair because he ain't black. That's some stupid shit. You know why it's stupid? The same woman who not gonna listen to that white dermatologist is the same woman who gonna go in to that same a white OBGYN that's a man. He white, so he ain't black and he ain't got no uterus, but you gonna go in there to him, you gonna let him cut your whole entire body open. It's some stupid shit. The same black women who not listening to a dermatologist that tell them what to do and what not to do are the same women that's going overseas and or going to a white doctor and letting them build a black woman's body with a BBL. It's some stupid shit. I'm telling you, I feel like I am on another planet. Sometimes I don't even feel like I'm on Earth. Like, this has to be another place. This has to just be another place. All right. And like, if they had to stop doing braids because their edges were falling out, that means that the person who put them in who put their braids in was A, putting them in wrong, and B, she left them in too long. When most black women get alopecia and shit, it is because y'all leave shit in too long. Black women think that the more they spend on the service, the longer they're supposed to let it in, and that's leave it in, and that's not true. Because the alopecia is coming from once the braids are already old, you going back in and taking some needle and thread and forcing the new growth to hold on to the tracks in the old braids. That's why y'all have alopecia, not because of weaves, because y'all don't put them in right and because y'all leave them in too long. Period. Love you, but that's what it is. Like, sorry, love you, love you, my baby, but that's what's been happening in the streets. You feel me? All right, I'm about to finish up the slides and we're gonna head out because I want y'all to get y'all popcorn and stuff ready. Because as much as I've been talking you to death today, there's still another video coming up later. Yeah. I joined the challenge and am so thankful that I did. Oh, I'm so thankful that you have. And now that you are in the 7-day challenge, we go together. And so the 7-day challenge is the basics, like on how to get you started. And then if you need more, I have the hair growth cycle blueprint, which is the next level up. All right. But thank you for trusting me. Thank you for keeping it simple. And by you being inside of the 7-day challenge, can you please vouch for me when I say that I'm not telling you to go buy a bunch of crap and I am not trying to teach you any hacks. I'm simply teaching you your body science and how to maneuver with your body science. And the challenge isn't, oh, I challenge you to grow hair. No, my 7-day challenge is about me challenging you to forget about all of the BS that you've learned in the past, all of the BS that you've learned in the Team Natural community, and start a brand new cycle focused only on your science, period. Like, that's it. And that's all. I'm not trying to create a bunch of people. Oh, Team Sendow. No, I want a bunch of gurus, self-proclaimed gurus. You're the guru of your own self. Period. Period. It could also be a result of not having good bacteria in your body and your gut, etc. Yeah. And a lot of people don't have enough good bacteria on their scalp because they've been using apple cider vinegar and rice water and stuff like that is causing an imbalance of the good bacteria, the good yeast and the bad yeast. It's a fact. She isn't going to change the ingredients because she knows. Yes, listen, they are never going to change the ingredients because they know that even though there are a group of women that are smart enough to start doing the research on their own, the majority of Black women will attack the women who are trying to give them the knowledge that they need to get ahead. Because this woman made a video telling y'all, oh, I don't use this type of color because it has metallic dyes and metallic this and metallic that. And then turns right around and uses box hair color on her hair that is nothing but metallic dyes. And y'all still go buy products from her. So it's like, I don't care. And I'm not doing a review on the products. Whatever happens to y'all hair as a result is what is going to happen to it. Holler at your boy. It has nothing to do with me. All right. So yeah, if you are just now joining in, then you may need to go ahead and rewind because this main topic has been avocado oil or avocados. But yeah. 7-day challenge is the truth. Thank you. Oh, I love y'all so much. Oh, like if you could see me, you would see like I'm like blushing and stuff. The 7-day challenge will definitely open your eyes and surprise you to look at your hair totally differently. Oh, I love y'all so much. And that's all I want to do because it's easy peasy, lemon squeezy, and we be making shit way more difficult than it gotta be. Okay? I love y'all. Let's get through these last couple slides real quick. So remember, everybody, screenshot this really quick. Oleic acid. Give me a 3 real quick if you could still hear me because I took myself off the screen. So this will be, so give me a 2 if you can still hear me. But oleic acid, everybody, right now, screenshot this, look it up. Oleic acid. The reason that oleic acid is working, or the reason, I'm sorry, that avocados are working in the hair is because the active ingredient is oleic acid, and oleic acid produces a lipid barrier over the hair shaft, which it returns makes it easier for you to retain length. And if you're a person who has any type of follicle disorder, which we've talked about in previous videos, if you're a person who has any type of follicle disorders, then what is going on is that lipid is filling those holes. So you're getting the illusion that your hair is healthier, but it is not. And this is why y'all, oh, no sulfate shampoo. Oh, because y'all have been so used to layering y'all hair that y'all have no freaking clue what your hair really feels like. No clue. And when you actually wash it, A, you feel what it actually feels like, and B, those holes and all of those hair follicle disorders that these YouTubers have caused y'all to have are now completely visible. And it is not until you go and take a product like the one that she just released that fills all of those fucking holes that she caused y'all to have in the first place. She's filling the holes that she caused y'all to have in the first place. Y'all better get into it. So hell yeah, it worked because it has a lipid barrier. Listen, let's stop playing. I love y'all so much. Go do y'all research. I hate going to the beach because I don't like struggling washing the sand out of my hair. I can't imagine trying to get avocados out. Baby, listen. You on the back of her. I'm not on the back of any. Listen, I love y'all so much. And I know I'm glad you said that because I want, before we head off, I want whoever's listening to this, if you think, oh my God, Stan talking about me, you doing a reaction video, listen, I keep saying this girl because I don't know her name. I am a scientist. I do not find time, excitement or I don't know, peace watching people who play in hair make videos. I've never watched any of these videos really from beginning to end. Like never. So I'm not talking about one person specifically. Understand me when I say this. If you are a person that's out here toting bullshit, then that's what it is. And if I make a video and my video debunks some of the bullshit that you toting, that doesn't mean that I'm attacking you. That's not what that means. That means that you toting bullshit and it's somebody else that's providing scientific information that debunks your video. Does that mean that I'm out here making videos just for these people? Absolutely not. You know why? I was one of the first people to make a Olaplex video. You can research it yourself on YouTube. One of the first Black women in this industry to make a Olaplex video. Okay. And not just using the product, but explaining what it was on a molecular level. All right. One of the very first YouTubers or professionals to talk about porosity. This is a fact. Now everybody's talking about it. But one of the first ones, and I have the videos to prove it. I am not out here trying to debunk anybody or out here trying to make, oh, she looked bad, because everybody is so used to everybody doing reaction videos and all of this drama shit. I'm not here for that. I'm here for the science of the human body, which will never change. The same stuff that I've been telling y'all, the same stuff I'm telling y'all today, I've been telling y'all forever. I am not one of those, and I'm not going to let y'all put me in that category with those women. I am not pulling random facts out of my ass. Everything that I am saying today can be researched scientifically. Go talk to a dermatologist, not one that's trying to play, one that is about facts. Go back. If you've ever been to see a dermatologist, you will know that I am toting the same shit that they toting. This is about the science of hair. Products do not save you. You regulating your body and its natural systems is what saves you. Most Black women that go to a dermatologist had the same problem. Oh, I didn't want to use the product that he used because it dried my hair out. Your hair was not dry. It is absent of all of the layers of products that you have on it. And now you can feel the way the hair is really supposed to feel, but you also feel the damage that you've caused. Let's get into it. I am not here trying to put my foot on nobody's neck. I don't care enough about any of these women to make videos like this about them per se. My passion, my love, my dedication goes to the Black woman and the Black women that come after me, my daughter's generation, my son's generation. That's who I'm doing this for. Because to be honest, at a certain extent, I kind of feel like the people that's already here are kind of a lost cause. Is how I honestly feel, to be honest. I am making these videos for my daughter's generation and my granddaughters. So when they my age, they not putting rice nipple juice in their fucking hair. Excuse my French, I'm grown. All right. That's what I'm here for. I don't care nothing about you. If you, not y'all, I'm talking about anybody that's listening. Oh, still talk about me. I don't care anything about you, your brand, your herbals, your shit that you selling. Look, I hope you get your money. I don't give a shit about you. I care nothing about that. All I care about is the science of hair and the people that come after me, because y'all like that YOLO, you only live once stuff, but that's bullshit, because I'm going to live forever, and so will the content that I produce, and so does the knowledge that I put out that somebody else gives to their children that keep on going. I care nothing about none of that shit. Okay, so don't be sending my video, oh, seeing talking about you, react to this. You're going to be wasting your time and you're going to make yourself look stupid, because I don't care about none of y'all. I care about the science. And if I see a video that's toting some shit other than the science, I'm going to make a video about it. It don't have nothing to do with you. Understand that. All right. And I'm not going to be anybody else other than who I am. I'm not mad. I'm not upset. I am in my husband's drawers right now, sitting at my desk and talking to y'all. I feel good. I feel real good. All right. I'm not mad. I'm not upset. Facts are facts and bullshit is bullshit. Period. All right. All right. I love y'all so much. Okay, good. I'm so glad you know it's coming from love. I like, listen, but I just don't believe in the fakeness for the people that I love. Like, it's not real love if it's fake. I'm not. Most of the people that y'all seeing on social media that y'all shocked by them because they not who they are. For real. You're like, oh my God, I didn't know he was like that. You knew exactly how I was. You know that if you step wrong, I'm going to bite. Like, you know that. But you also know that my intensity comes from love, and it comes from passion, and it comes from the irritation of the fact that I've been saying this shit for 17 years. No, 15. I've been saying this shit for 15 years. So yes, I'm going to sound more intense. I'm going to sound more intense. It's not going to be like this. Hey guys, it's two reasons that a person sounds like that. Is A, they don't know what the fuck they talking about and they just giving y'all some stuff that they just randomly read and they not passionate about it. Or B, they just started toting it. But you show me a person who been saying the same shit for 15 years and they still saying it. That's saying it calmly. And you find me one, I'm gonna show you somebody that's fake. There's not a fake bone in my body and it ain't no holes in these clothes. You hear me? Okay, I love y'all so much. Know that everything that I'm saying, it comes out of love. I'm glad I found you. I just want the truth. And that is all I'm trying to give you. All I'm trying to give you is the truth, because it's people avoiding giving you the truth, trying to make you feel good, that got y'all in the situation y'all in now. There is no easy fix. Just like if you go into the doctors and you got some type of terminal illness or something that could turn terminal, a doctor could give you something to you blue in the face. But if you don't change your habits internally, life will end. Like, you don't go into a doctor's office, you tell them what's wrong, they just prescribe you some medicine, you go home. No, you have to have accountability for your diet, the way that you go on to sleep. Like, come on. It's nothing different with your hair. Nothing different with your hair. We have to have standards that trump social media. We have to have standards that trump views. We have to have standards that trump our fucking emotions. I am grown. If you got a problem with me cussing, stay off my page. Hey, had my uterus cut open twice and it didn't feel nice. I'm grown. All right. No, I love the truth. Okay, I'm so glad that we are all here on the same thing. My scalp does not produce a lot of sebum. How do I fix that? Can't tell you that because I share that in Guru VIP. They know exactly how to fix it. It's a pretty easy fix. So, and actually, I teach that within a 7 day. Yeah. All right. So let's go. Cause I gotta go finish this. I'm just talking in here with y'all. Okay. All right. That's it. I love y'all so much. I need you to know that you got this and this is super easy and it is your lack of confidence and the lack of accountability that is keeping everybody from reaching the levels that they want to be at. It's really really easy. All right? I need everybody to that uses avocado oil, that loves avocados and stuff like that. If you're a person who's been using it for a long period of time and you have dry scalp or you're noticing certain things, it's very, very, very clear. Avocado oil is a lipid fat that creates a barrier on top of the hair shaft. That's why it's retaining length. And it also creates a lipid barrier over the hair's follicle, which in return will cause a lot of different inflammation, burning, itching, peeling, flaking, bleeding of the scalp. And it's not just avocado oil. Oils and butters do not belong on the scalp. They don't need to go on the scalp. Your scalp already produces a lipid, fatty, waxy substance called sebum. Let's get into it. I love y'all so much. Give me a 3 if you guys are okay. Before we go, I want to make sure everybody's okay and nobody's mad at me. Give me a 3 if you are okay and if I didn't offend you, if you understand or heard the love in my voice beside the, intensity, and if you are going to be here for the video that is coming later tonight. Give me a 3 if you okay, if I didn't offend you and you just took it in like a big girl, and I'm gonna see you later. Give me a 3. I love you so much. I do. I do. I do. Oh my God, like so freaking much. I do, guys. So all y'all, I'm putting all y'all up on the screen. Oh, y'all sexy. I'm putting all y'all on the screen. And I want to see all y'all. Don't play with me tomorrow. I'm like, don't play with me. I need to see you. And I want everybody that's right here. Look, let's go back. Like everybody that's giving me a 3, every last one of y'all better comment on the video when it goes up and not in the chat. I need everybody that who I'm putting on the screen. Because look, I'm going to email you and we gonna have a problem if I don't see these comments. And not when the video is premiering, but in the comments. The more comments you guys leave, the more YouTube's algorithm sends it out to the rest of my subscribers. So when this video is, go comment. And when the video that is going up at 6, when that video, as you're watching it, comment. And guess what? Y'all, it will help my channel so freaking much if you watching my video, right? I think the video is like 12 minutes long. Every time you learn something different, if you comment, y'all, that helps engagement and helps to get my video out way more than you purchasing anything. I don't need you to buy anything or nothing. If you want to show your appreciation towards me, watch my videos and comment. It will help so much. Yes, stalk me. Stalk me. Stalk me, boo. Stalk me. Come through. Stalk me, okay? Stalk me, Tanya. I missed you so much. I did. I love you more. All right. So I'll see y'all in a minute. In a mini. In a mini. Okay. In a mini.